you ready to say that Bailey Zappi is the next Tom Brady or the next Mac Jones?
Oh, you guys, what a week. What a week you got. I don't even know. I don't know who is the next Mac Jones to the next Tom Brady to the who is what, because all these quarterbacks look the same. I don't know who's who. Are you telling me the side-by-side picture of Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones, you cannot tell me that's a different person? That is the same person. It's the same picture. Bill Belichick has a type. Confirmed. This is his type. He probably has a way of thinking about his quarterbacks and what relationship he has with them. And his type is this when it comes to quarterbacks, because the pictures of Mac Jones, first of all, and Bailey Zappi look the same, but they also look like the two different eras of Tom Brady, where Brady, when he was drafted, as you were saying, he looks like the Bailey Zappi, and then Mac Jones looks like Tom Brady now, if you were to compare the two. So that is what I took away. If you want an even less enlightening football conversation, the differences between the looks of Bailey Zappi, the 4th, 10th string Patriots quarterback that had to come into the game, and Mac Jones, then there you go. They are very similar. Bill Belichick has a type, and it is the Bailey Zappi era now. Will we see Mac Jones again? I don't even know. I mean, Bailey Zappi really lit it up. So I Brian Hoyer who now? Because this was supposed to be Brian Hoyer era. And I tweeted this too. Can't wait to see what Brian Hoyer does today. Gets a head injury. That's what he did. And that's a tough go. What a tough go for Brian Hoyer, because I wanted to see what Brian Hoyer had to do, but nope, we got Bailey Zappi. I could not believe it. And they almost beat the Packers. Bailey Zappi took Aaron Rodgers to overtime at Lambeau. If that's not the next Tom Brady, I don't know what is, quite frankly. First game, as the NFL tweeted, this is Bailey Zappi's first overtime. Yeah, no kidding. You think? It's his first game. NFL.
So,
good grief.
Lucy, I believe, and please correct me if I'm wrong, we know you followed the Patriots for many years. There's no doubt about that. But I also believe early in this season, you sort of jumped on the Lions train, and the Lions are visiting the Patriots. So what in God's name are you going to do on Sunday?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, guys, because the Lions train has been a little bit derailed, quite frankly, because they were supposed to cover the spread this week, and they didn't. And I went 0-5 this week, just side note on that, because of the Lions, because of the Buccaneers, which I am blaming Antonio Brown for, but that's a different story. The Lions, I am still on, so I might do a little bit of a one money line, one spread bet on each team. I might go a little or I might just not take a side, and I might do the total for this game, because it's just like fighting over two of my children or something, because I'm a long-standing Lions fan and all of that, so this is going to be a tough one. I don't know. Depends on who's starting at quarterback for the Patriots, because if it's Bailey Zappi, then the Lions are in trouble. Look out, Detroit. Bailey Zappi's in town.
All right, so let's talk about Antonio Brown, because I feel like we cannot have you on our show as our resident pop culture expert without talking about the spiraling out of control roller coaster that has been Antonio Brown. Do you care to enlighten people on what's been going on with AB?
Oh, yes, of course. So this is a wild one, because first you have Antonio Brown in not where no one was really shocked about this, but it is very disturbing what he did in a pool in Dubai, of all places. Dubai, where the laws are very strict. And he is not in prison currently, which is very surprising. He was in a pool exposing himself quite a bit to a woman. We don't know who this woman is. Doesn't matter, because she was essentially assaulted by Antonio Brown. And so I looked body language wise, reports wise, she did not want this attention from Antonio Brown. The pictures, they did not have to blur, because he was very, very, very exposed in this pool setting in Dubai. So we have his whole trip to Dubai, which he also was in a lobby in the United Arab Emirates also, and exposed his chest and got in trouble for that. This, no repercussion seemingly, because then he was on Instagram later on that day or days later, where he posted a picture of him and Gisele celebrating the Buccaneers Super Bowl win. And he promoted his song in the comment, which is not safe for air, his little caption on that photo, essentially hugging Gisele and saying, like, that I've got Tom Brady's wife, is essentially what he's saying here. Amid what the Daily Mail said today, Gisele looking tense at the gym solo in Miami while Tom Brady is in Tampa as their 13-year marriage hangs in the balance. Antonio Brown knows this very well, and this is why he posted this on Instagram, to just stir stuff up. And he did a good job of it, and I think Tom Brady saw that, was very distracted by all of this, and that's why the Buccaneers lost this week. So thank you, Antonio Brown, for the Buccaneers not covering the spread, because I did have Buccaneers -1. That was a disaster.
So, Lucy, what's going to happen here with Tom and Gisele? I had not heard this story that she's looking tense in a gym. Maybe that sways me one way or the other. Maybe she's working out lightly. She shouldn't be tense. Maybe she's doing free weights and she should be tense. I don't know. But as someone who follows this very closely, 13 years are hanging in the balance. Tom's almost done with the NFL, but is it too late?
So I know we are #Tom and Gisele forever, but as soon as I saw tense in a gym, I'm like, I don't know anymore. I don't know. This 13-year marriage could be over. I think this is just a break, and this is the most intense break they've had, a break from each other. Because not friends were on a break where there's a debate about it, but no, I think they both know we are going to take time to where Gisele, they are living apart, I think just logistically maybe, because Gisele is working in New York or back in Miami, I guess, but doing her own thing. And she said in her, I think it was Elle magazine spread interview, this is my turn. This is my time now. So she's taking her time to do her own work while Tom finishes up his NFL career. But I think things are icy because I think Tom is also, I mean, I saw one Florida man on Instagram does a good job with this, where they said Tom Brady's thinking, I ruined my entire family to not even make the playoffs, because now the Buccaneers, they're a little bit of a losing streak. So it's kind of a tough situation for Tom. I think he's still regretting it. But I think Tom and Gisele, once the season is over, once Brady is done with his NFL career, which I believe will be after this season, I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to stay married. I know divorce rumors are swirling, but I think in the end, they're going to be fine.
I wonder if we can bet on that somewhere. Probably not at BetMGM, but maybe somewhere else. But maybe we should offer it. Maybe the show should be maybe in Dubai. All right, we're talking with Lucy Burdge here on the BetQL guest line. If you want to follow her on Twitter at Lucille Burdge. Lucy, do you have any hot girl walk bets for us today? Because you normally post these videos on Twitter where you're walking down the street looking very hot, and you give us your bet. So do you have anything lined up for today or this weekend that you like?
Yeah, so I'm going with, Red Sox money line. I think my final Red Sox money line bet of the season is today. I think this is going to be it. And also Verlander, I have not seen the over-under on that strikeout prop, but I am going to take that today. But today is the final Red Sox money line bet of the season.
Oh
man.
You know what? I'm a little conflicted. Dennis Eckersley retiring. The Red Sox season was absolute trash and garbage, but I'm still going to miss it. I'm going to miss watching the games and tuning into the games and just baseball in general. I know we have the playoffs, but it's a little sad. I'm a little sad about it.
Lucy, I have one final question for you. And it's not calling you out because I love you're always very transparent with your bets. But I cackled yesterday when I saw you post that, hey, I didn't have the best winning weekend in the NFL. And you post that clip from Dahmer. So, yes. Which was very, very funny. So, yeah, it was very, very good. So, how do you deal with that? Do you just blow it off? Are you just able to say, bad weekend and move on?
Yeah, bad weekend and move on is generally how it goes for me. I mean, yeah, the Dahmer clip pretty much explains it. That's what I do every weekend. Yeah, what is it? Cyanide capsule and a razor blade. That's what he asked for. And that's no. It's totally a bad weekend and move on. Just, yeah. But I do recommend Dahmer. That is a great show. 10 episodes, but it does fly by.
Worth it.
It's quite a show.
Totally. I'm clearly missing out here because I have not seen the show. Although I feel like one should not take advice on anything in life from Jeffrey Dahmer. Am I wrong here?
Don't listen to Jeffrey
What's
Dahmer.
Going on?
Nope. Never listen to Jeffrey Dahmer on anything. But you were in for
That's just a good rule for life, I feel like. Just in general, you just stay away from any of his opinions.
Yeah, we
exactly.
should
Not the
like
best role model.
stitch that on a pillow or something. Sounds like very sound life advice. And that's why we have her on the show. She is Lucy Burdge. She is a BetQL writer, host of Back to the Futures each and every Sunday night right here on BetQL. Find her on Twitter at Lucille Burdge. Lucy, thanks for stopping by, and good luck to your Red Sox.
Thank you so much. Go Red Sox.
Go Red Sox. Oh, so sad.